Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Oh, hold on. Let's get a little sound going here. Hello, how are you? Everybody having a good day? It is, a gray. Look at my hands. They're so banged up, you guys. We're in Christmas construction. I'm on the end of it. I keep saying, like I said yesterday, I was finished. I'm not finished. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll get finished today. But I know one thing. My little project here requires my attention, and if all she gets is 20 or 30 minutes this morning, she's going to get it, because I cannot wait to get her framed and on the wall. And I'm like really anxious about this one, because once I get down to the dress part, by the way, if this is your first time hanging with me, welcome to Color and Chat with Joanna. I am Joanna, and we are working on Think of Me. Look at this mess. I like to pretend I'm organized, but organization and I are not foes at all. Matter of fact, nothing bodes well when I attempt to over-organize. I'm already in next February in my brain somewhere. I'm never in the present day. But here we have her. She is called Think of Me by Mandy Manzano. She is 21 by 39 inches long. It's a big yellow dress with a ton of hair. Who doesn't love all this, look at all this hair. Hold on. Let me try to get that bright light off of your face. Well, you got to have light, bright, but maybe not glaring light. I don't know. There's a way it works, but I'm not really sure about it. I really feel like I just need to go on the Ubity and take a lighting course. Do you guys ever feel like that? Oh, little Harry the bear says hello. Hello, Harry. He's from Harrods, so his name has to be Harry. What else could it be? Anyway, I'm starting to get somewhere. I'm loving what I'm seeing with her face, and I'm getting very nervous about the square situation. But I know that I have to believe what everybody tells me, and that is once it gets up on the wall, the flaws do tend to kind of disappear. Anyway, so it is a foggy, gloomy day here in Dallas today. Temperature, Alexa, what's the temperature? We'll find out.
Right now.
I bet I just woke up yours too. Yeah, it's like,
The high of 72 degrees.
it's 60, 70. Okay, Alexa, thank you.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. But isn't it cute when you're nice to her and she says something nice back? I mean, so what if it's a robot? It's a robot with manners. If you have manners, she'll be mannerable back. Anyway, yeah, it is very gray and foggy. This is how the weather should have been last week for the Halloweeny, because it is really sort of a dark and mysterious kind of story day. I wish I had a dark and mysterious story. Should I do a true crime story or something? I don't know. I mean, I'm good at listening to them, but I don't really tell them, because it seems like a great deal of multitasking. And I tend to stop in the middle of these stories and go, "Excuse me? You did what with who? Oh my God." I mean, you salted a human being. Not assaulted, salted, like they salted him. Anyway, so this is such a hot mess. I know it's all going to work out, but I get a little... Good morning. Muja Bear Coco Fifi says hi. Little Miss Fiona Riona. Oh, she's such a troublemaker. She's trying to growl at herself, I think. I don't know what she's doing. But anyway, I always make a cheat sheet for myself. This is the easiest thing to do. Take a photograph on your phone of your list, because to me the numbers, when you put them on the bottles, they're so little. I like big numbers on my bottles, and then I just enlarge it on a piece of paper and take a photo of it and fold it in half, and there you go. You know, so I have a constant cheat sheet. So if I need to find number 34, it's so much easier. I don't have to look at a number and a symbol and a DMC code. I don't need that much information. Okay, we're not married. We're just dating. You know, got it, right? We're just hanging out. Anyway, still waiting on my chocolate. I do have an actual confirmation now, so it's on its way. And so for the few special, wonderful people out there who might be getting chocolate, I do not make it for a living anymore. I'm retired. I'm not a. I'm out of the circus, but I still like to at least get a good batch of it once a year. I try to make it around Thanksgiving because it has a, uh, you know, chocolate does not have a super long shelf life. So when you see Valentine chocolate coming out in December, you know, yeah, that's probably the best time to eat it. um, but yeah, trying to get. I mean, you guys think you got shipping issues? Try getting Trifarian chocolate from Africa right now. Ugh. I mean, I'd be better if they just got a slow boat and rode it over themselves. But oh man, oh, what a mess. I mean, really, travel is a mess, and shipping and the, of course, the containment issues are going to push us all to do some creative, interesting things. And maybe kind of mail things out a little bit early. I think by the time Christmas actually gets here, we may have all already celebrated it. Like, we're going to have to pull it up this year. I mean, Jesus, you're going to have to be patient with us all because the chain supply is shaking us all up. I am not. I am just trying to be flexible. And that has been my word of the year. And I would like it to be your word too. Don't be all whiny and they didn't have it in the fuchsia and what I wanted. So what? I'm sure you will survive. There are people who are surviving with much less. So let's all try to be calm and not go container crazy. Hi, Coco. Having said that, Mr. Hypocrite in there, my husband, still fussing about his shoes. Oh, please help me, people. He is so picky. He finds one. Oh, excuse me so much. I'm sorry. Sneezing on the air is awful. As soon as I learn to edit, I will edit myself. Okay. Coco. Fiona says, God bless you, Mommy. I know. So he has one particular kind of shoe that he loves. Now, David, my kiddo, wanted to buy me some really good walking shoes. And so he found these, natural basic things that, are supposed to be really obviously extremely comfortable and well padded and everything, but they're kind of wide. So they have like wide sides. You guys, I feel like a duck. I'm like waddling down the street. I mean, they're really nice and they were kind of expensive for me. I'm all about a sale rack on shoes. I mean, I have shoes I haven't even worn yet, I may not ever even get to wear. I mean, my 5-inch heel days and 6-inch heel days are probably over. And we're trying to clean out the closet and de-hoard as we decorate and hoard up more crap, which is so it's an oxymoron. Anyway, My husband's like, well, why don't you just donate some of these shoes? You're never going to wear them again. And I'm like, some of these shoes are a little, like, what am I going to do? What, it's like, oh, yeah. These are not shoes you just wear to the mall, okay? They're like, I mean, I have a 5-inch glittered Mary Jane from my Snow White costume. Do you think anybody wants that? Like, is there some, girl who's working it, and God bless you. If you got to work it, you got to work it. But I mean, really, I don't want anybody to have to wear those for 7 hours. They're killers. Anyway, when do you feel like it's a good time to honestly cut loose with your old shoes? I mean, do we keep them around because they invoke a memory? Or do we keep them around because we honestly think we're going to wear them again? What do you do with the old shoes? I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't know what to do with them. I'm in a very gray area and I really need some commenting and some helping out. So if you have ideas about what to do with the old shoes, because, my shoes are like little friends to me. They're people. They are, oh, look at this little guy. He just jumped right off the edge. No, suicide's not the answer. Don't do it. Don't do it. You have other options. Just move in and be friends with the other little girls, please. Yeah, I'm talking to my people today. I'm in that place. But, I mean, what does one do? Do you just donate it and hope it goes to a nice place? And I really, I think I have a little bit of separation anxiety with them, but I do not want to be that lady buried alive in her crap, that EMS people have to break down the door to get to you. I mean, when my father passed away, he was 94, 95, 96. We still don't know exactly his age because when he went to World War II, we think he might have lied about his age. We think he might have been underage. We don't know. Like, he might have been 17, he might have been 18. We don't know. Because he lied to get into the army so he could jump out of an airplane onto the shores of Normandy, got shot, but survived, and went on to live like a cat that had 39 lives. But when he passed away, you could literally, I mean, there were probably... Now, Daddy was really funny. My father loved a really smart man shirt. He loved a good shirt. He never, even if he was old and he was, living in the assisted living center, which, by the way, he had a scooter. You ready for this? He would ride his scooter over the highway overpass to go to, honey, what is that steakhouse called?
What?
Where Daddy used to go all the time. What is that steakhouse called?
Outback?
Outback. Yes, it was Outback. I never go there. I mean, the last time I went there was with my father for his birthday. He loved Outback. Loved it. Shout out to Outback. They are so respectful and wonderful to the seniors. And he'd go in his scooter chair over the freaking highway to go get a steak and a burgundy every week. But, he didn't have a lot of shirts. He had, 2 going out shirts, but these were $400 and $500 shirts. Daddy had fashion. He had style. When he passed away, it literally was less than one suitcase. He had 2 pairs of shoes. He had one for going out and one for staying in. And I want to be like that. I want to be like, I am leaving there's too much crap in my house. Mm. Sorry, coffee moment. Running a little low there. Today is the what am I doing out of bed question mark coffee cup day. It's the big girl. Yeah, we're loading up. So all the trees are loaded. There's one in the bedroom. I might put it up and I might not. I can't really decide. Um, she's beautiful and she has a great story too. This tree was a Neiman Marcus tree, one of those pop-up trees where you put the spike in the middle and it just hangs on it and it comes flat out of the box and it's got all these fabulous beautiful little decorations on it. And when John and I, we were only married I think a year or two, and we were waddling through Neiman Marcus because they always had the best Christmas decorations. And I looked and I looked and I looked, and I would kind of skulk around. I wasn't going to pay $350 for a tree without it was like, oh my God. I loved it, but I didn't love it. But I waited and I waited, and the one they had on display, they finally put down. Anyway, well, we borrowed coupons from other people. We had our own coupons. We and Neiman Marcus, they're not big on coupons, okay? Like, you're going to take this and you're going to buy it. That's it. Um, I got it for $52, people, without a scratch on it. And it is like the bargain of my existence. So that tree, even when I'm old and gray, which is coming real quick, by the way, how dare you? Who do you think you are, Mr. Old and Gray? Get the hell out of my life. Um, if I could only have one tree, I would probably do that tree because you really can just, put it up in a minute. But I'm trying to decide if I'm giving her the year off. I am not doing the Dr. Whovian tree this year. Just giving her a year off. I'll probably do her again next year, and I'm gonna do some new ideas with it to really Whovian it up. But do not be discarded. You can't use every theme every year. Then you just become theme girl. This year, I want, well, when you live with Santa, things get different. You got a higher standard. But I want him mostly to feel, and this is what he has described to me in the way he wants to feel. When he comes home after Santaing, um, and we do a lot of it, and believe me, it is so exhausting. And you got to peel off the layer and the layer and the layer of the costume. But then I just want him to be able to loaf on the sofa and have warm, soft, beautiful light around him. So it's going to be a more simple, peaceful, not complicated Christmas. That's what I'm going for. And besides, I don't want to run and fight for everything because I don't think we need to. We have plenty. We don't have to use everything all the time. You don't have to wear all your jewelry with the same dress. Okay? Sometimes less is really more. So we're going to try to do that. So I don't know. I'm still in tree despair. But I'm really concerned about these shoes. Because the shoes are mating and making more shoes in my closet. Like they're getting together and they're creating more shoes. There are shoes in there. I'm so embarrassed to say it. I don't think I remember where I bought them. And I know that's like admitting CRS, can't remember stuff disease. But I don't think that was it. I think I just, sometimes I find shoes and they're on sale and I go, oh yeah. Now I'm into diamond painting, so I'm buying a lot more of that and a lot less shoes because we're not really going out a lot. And until my health really becomes a safe environment for myself and others, I've seen those people on ventilators and it is horrific. It will give you nightmares forever. Or it will, wake you straight. It really will. It will wake you up. So I don't think that I want to take that risk to be on a ventilator and not be well, just, for the sake of socializing. But I'm going to I do little things. I don't do a lot. I am not fearless about COVID because it's not a figment of my imagination. It is a real thing. And many, many people, God rest their poor, poor, tortured souls. I mean, really, it is, you know, there's a lady, she does this podcast. She's a mortician. She talks about a good death versus a bad death. Like a good death is when you're, my father died, old and sweet with a, are you ready for this? You know how he passed away? He fell in a martini glass. Yeah, I know. He was making a martini, making martinis. He would make martinis for everybody in the nursing home. Oh God, the stories I could tell about my dad, they would shake you up. I mean, really, he is like a whole novel in himself. And you know what? The craziness of him, he is published. He's actually in a book about World War II, about what happened to him and this wonderful story. And one day when we have a little more time, I'm going to read it to you from the book. It's a real live hardcover book, and he was quite amazing. Quite a few stories to tell. But, you know, I'd really like to be like my father. I'd like to say I'm not taking any of this with me. I'd like to be that guy or that lady who says, well, she left behind, 3 of her dresses, but she gave everything away. And he was generous to a fault. I mean, he was so kind and just, just kind of had that little. He kind of reminded me. Okay, you guys watch Sopranos? So funny. He reminded me of Silvio. Like, what do you need? What do you need? Let me give you some money. How you doing? He taught my son how to make a martini, and he was only 14. I was like, what are you doing? Grandpa's teaching me how to make alcohol, Mom. I mean, you know. I love that guy. But anyway, we'll talk about him more later. I got to get rid of these shoes. And I'm going to work on this a little bit later today when things get quiet. But while I'm on a coffee high, I would like to have a little productivity in my life. And so, let me get my little cup reminder so I remember where I'm at. This is just an old brooch. And I bought the magnets. And there you go. And it's heavy and it won't move. I love that. I love that. Anyway, so help. What do I do with the shoes? Give me a shout out. And just in case you don't remember, in case you got the CRS today, you're very important. I love you very much. And I will see you in my next video. Come and hang out with me, okay? And we're going to do a house tour and all that. Just give me a couple of days. Let me get my act together. It's going to be kind of a week around here, In the meantime, shine on. Bye.